Hey guys, this is Salamander Anagram with ReaktorTutorials.com, and in this video I'll show you how to control an FM oscillator in Reaktor using the frequency input. So what I see pretty often is people decide they want to control one of the FM oscillators using the frequency input, so they set the pitch to 0 and then they route whatever frequency they want into the F input of the oscillator, which seems like it should work logically. And what these people will often notice is that the frequency ends up being a little off. And the reason for this is that a pitch of 0 does not correspond to a frequency of 0. And in order to demonstrate this, I'll set up a knob that moves in octave increments, and we'll translate the pitch to a frequency, and we can see the way that they interact with each other. So starting with a pitch of 48, we can see that the frequency of a pitch of 48 is 130 Hertz. And if we go down by an octave, this number is going to cut in half. So if we go down to a pitch of 36, you see the frequency at pitch 36 is 65. And so every time we go down by an octave, this value is going to be cut in half. So we end up with a situation that's kind of akin to Zeno's paradox here, where no matter how many times we go down by an octave, we're still just dividing the previous value by 2. It's never actually going to be equal to 0. And if we go down by another octave, we'll see that a pitch of 0 corresponds to a frequency of about 8. And even if we decrease the pitch well below 0, all the way down to -96, you'll still see that the pitch corresponds to a frequency greater than 0. So how do we get a pitch that actually means a frequency of 0? What we want to do is divide by 2 so many times that we end up with a number so small that the computer cannot recognize the difference between it and 0. And for our purposes, we can feed the pitch input of the oscillator with a value of -300. And you'll see on the panel that corresponds to a frequency of 0. So if you set the pitch input of an FM oscillator to -300, you'll be free to use the F input to control the frequency of the oscillator. Alright, so once again, this is Salamander Anagram with ReaktorTutorials.com, and this has been a quick tips video. Thanks for watching.